As a content creator, merchandise is one of the best things that you can have available for your community to feel connected to who you are and what you do. And it's simultaneously a great way to generate revenue to help you make a living doing what you love. And now more than ever, there's a ton of options for content creators to have merchandise available to their communities to both represent their brand and support the streamer at the same time. Welcome back to the Streamloots YouTube channel, where we talk about everything streaming and Streamloots. My name is Preacher, and in today's video, I'm going to be taking you through a few of the awesome options that are out there, show you how easy it is to set up your own store, and then share some tips and tricks to help you promote your products. You might be thinking, why would I have a merchandise store available if I'm just starting out in my streaming journey? I don't have a large community. Why would I have a store for them to shop at? And the reality is at some point down the road, as you scale and as you grow, you don't want to be caught off guard when one of your chatters asks you where they can get your merch to support you. And with how many options are out there right now and how easy they are to set up, now is a great time to get started. The three options we're going to look at in today's video are going to include Streamlabs, Streamelements, and then the third option, which I'm currently using, which is Printfulcom, a printing distributor that works and connects to very popular e-commerce platforms like Etsy and Shopify that also give you a little bit more options when it comes to the look and feel of your online store. With that being said, let's get into it. All right, so let's start with Streamlabs merch. And the plus side of Streamlabs that I'll start with is that it's integrated with their Streamlabs account users. So if you use Streamlabs for your alerts in your streaming software, anytime somebody purchases your merchandise, you can have a custom alert that pops up on the screen when they purchase something. And this is great, especially if you're wanting to thank your viewers for supporting you in a creative way while also highlighting your merchandise. The downside with Streamlabs is that in order to publish your store where people can shop the items you have in there, you do have to subscribe to their monthly subscription service called Prime. Now, if you haven't seen Prime, it does cost $12.42 a month if you pay the fee annually, or $19 a month. And what you end up getting access to is more items, more options, if you will, in the merch store, as well as customizable website options, themes, apps, and stream panels. So at the end of the day, you have to decide what it's worth to you to have these features, or to find something else that might be a free option. We click on create, we can look through the different options, and here we're going to see we have a variety of items that we can add to the store. So let's start with something that is not requiring the Prime membership, which you see in the top left there. So let's go with this Gildan Unisex Soft Style t-shirt. So the first thing that you should note is that you can actually add logos and printing to all of these different areas on the item. And in order to add an image, you simply upload one from your PC, click on the item you want to use, and then hit select. From here, you're going to be able to drag and drop wherever you would like and resize it as well. And then after you've set that, you can click next, and now you're going to see a mock-up of the shirt that you just made. So once you've titled the shirt, you're actually going to be able to set the profit margin for that t-shirt. And this is what's really important to pay attention to. Each of those different shirt options have different qualities, which means the base price is going to be different. And this impacts the profit margin and the total price that you would sell the shirt at to your viewers. So basically how much you make and how much your viewers pay. Once you've added it to your store, it's going to show up right here. Now, again, in order to publish this where people can actually shop it, you do have to subscribe to their Prime membership. Once your store is published, you'll be able to have a live link that you can copy and paste and use however you'd like right here. Altogether, setting up a Streamlabs merch site is super easy. The pluses are the alert side of things, the integration there. The downside is that you are required to subscribe to their Prime membership in order to have the store in the first place. The next option we're going to look at is Streamelements, and there's a few reasons why Streamelements stands out, and the first and most important is probably that it is a subscription-free service. That means that you don't have to pay a monthly fee in order to have a live store that can be shopped by your community. The other bonuses with Streamelements is that it's probably the easiest to set up out of all the stores that I've seen out there, and it also is integrated with their streaming alerts, so you can set it up just like Streamlabs OBS to notify people on your stream when they support you through your merchandise. Now, the downside with Stream Elements right now is that their merch store is in beta, so you're not going to see as many options as far as the merchandise you can select from for your store, but we can expect a lot more to come with this service from them. All right, so let's take a look at what it looks like to create a store with Stream Elements. So in order to start, we need to get a logo or something that we want to use for our products in our merchandise store. We can give the store a name, set up the way that we want to get paid, and then agree and then click continue. It's going to tell us that our store is ready to be launched, so we can preview the store right here. And it's already loaded our image that we submitted earlier onto some products. Now, if we want to edit the products, whether it's the way that the logo looks or the profit margin, we can do that simply by going here and clicking edit. So it's uploaded my logo here. I can give a name for the item, and then I can adjust the profit margin here. They have some base options, and then you can set a custom price here depending on the amount that you want to make on the shirt, for example. Once we're done with that, we can click save and click proceed. It's going to update the item here, and now it is available in our merchandise store. Now, something to keep in mind that I try to help people understand when they're setting up their merchandise stores is the variety. And again, as I said, this is in beta, so they may add some more variety of shirts to choose from. Now, when you're looking here, you can select from a variety of colors. But the thing to keep in mind, and this is really important, is that this is the only style of shirt that they have to offer. Now, if you go to look at Streamlabs or the option that I'll show you next, you're going to see that you can select from various brands of shirts to use, which may increase the base cost, but you're going to get a higher quality t-shirt. So the base cost for this shirt, if you're making $1.10 off of a $15 price point, it's going to be about $14 to make. Some of the other shirts like American Apparel or Bella Canvas are going to have an increase in the base cost, but they're higher quality shirts. So it's just something to keep in mind with what Stream Elements offers. Again, talking about variety that's available, if we wanted to add a new item to our store here, we can see what they have available for types of items that you can add. So mugs, t-shirts, mouse pads, stickers, and hoodies. Now, again, if you explore Streamlabs and some other options, you probably find a lot more variety. But for now, with it being in beta, still some great options to get you started. Once you're comfortable with the items that you've added to your store, you simply click Go Live here. And you will now be able to visit the link for your store by clicking that there. And then you can use this link to advertise to your community, either in a chat command or in a panel within your bio that's linkable. But this will be your storefront. All in all, Stream Elements is a great option, especially if you're looking for something that's free. And the last option I'm going to share with you is actually what I'm currently using, which is Printful.com. Now, like I said at the beginning of the video, in order to get full functionality out of this, you need to connect it to an e-commerce platform like Etsy, Shopify, or in my case, I use something called Ecwid. And the options of stores that you can connect Printful to are very vast. Using Ecwid has allowed me to take my connection with Printful and the products that they have and create a website that looks like this. So this way, when my viewers are going to my merch store, they're going to get a different kind of experience that I've customized and has a little bit more of a professional look, if you will, when they visit. Going back to Printful, this will give you an idea of some of the variety of items that you can choose from when adding them to your store. And really, this is where, in my opinion, Printful does a great job and shines a lot, because there's a huge library of items to choose from shirts and hoodies, crop tops, kids t-shirts, backpacks, hats, and it's a really great option to explore if you really want a variety for your community. Similar to the other things that we've shown in this video, when you find an item you want to add to your store, you click on that item. You can upload the design by selecting from previously uploaded images. It'll add it to the item to give you a mock-up of what that looks like. We can proceed to the mock-ups, which will be the image that's displayed when people are shopping your store. We can then describe that item, proceed to the pricing, and then again here, similar to what you've seen before, we can change the profit margin based on an increase from the base price of what it costs for the printer to make that item. Once I've done that, I can submit it to the store, and it'll add to my storefront that's live on my website. Once I've added those items through Printful, they'll sync with my online website, and they'll show up below here. The downside is that there's a little bit more required in learning how to connect these two things, a printing company with a e-commerce platform like Ecwid. But the plus side is that you get a lot more variety of products through Printful, and you also get the ability to customize the storefront experience for your community. The last thing to note with this option is that there is potentially a cost involved if you want more than 10 products on your website. So I do pay the monthly fee for the e-commerce platform Ecwid in order to have up to 100 products. And I could change this to get as low as $12.50 a month, which really isn't too bad for what they offer. Ultimately, with this option, you get a lot more variety with the products that are there and a customized experience for your website, but you don't get the ease of setup or the free factor that you might get with something like Streamlabs. Now that we've had the opportunity to look at some of these options, let's talk about some of the tips that can help you advertise and promote your merchandise and get your community excited to support you and rep your brand. Tip number 1, talk about it. The best thing you can start to do once your store goes live is let your community know that you now have merch available. Share it, build it into your rhythm as you stream every single day to let people know where they can check out your merchandise. Maybe have a chat command that your moderators can run every so often while you're live streaming, and then consider adding it into your profile with a creative panel and utilizing your socials to showcase some of the stuff that's available. Tip number 2, wear it. One of the best things you can do to get your community excited about your merchandise is by wearing it yourself. This way they can get a good sense of what it looks like and some of the designs that you have, so build it into your weekly rhythm to wear some of your own merch during your streams. And lastly, tip number 3, give it away. One of the coolest things that happened when I started giving away some of my merch, although it was a little bit of a financial investment, is that they started to post pictures in our Discord of them wearing the merch proudly and getting really excited about it, which then in turn got other people in my community excited to get some of the merchandise for themselves. And that's it for this video, you guys. I hope this was helpful in getting you started with your own merch store for your live stream. And if there was any questions about some of the things that we covered in the video, whether it's Streamlabs, Stream or what I'm currently using, I would love to know in the comment section below. If the video was helpful, please help us out. Let us know by giving us the thumbs up. And as always, to stay up to date with all things streaming and Streamloots, make sure to hit that subscribe button to stay up to date. Thanks again, and we'll see you guys in the next video.